Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Hope you have a good Friday and hope you have a really good weekend, okay? Just going to dive into the Vechain video right now. Once again, thank you for the continued support and comments across the channel. It's really well received and really greatly appreciated there, and the budding community we've got growing in the Telegram group. Once again, thank you for your support and obviously your subscription. As you can see, Vechain it's melting faces basically. It's leaving people in the dust. It's doing really well, and it's sort of hit a level of resistance just there. You see those two wicks, so it's sort of gone up and hit something, which is, like I said to you, when we do set these targets, okay, because traders use these. This is what we do. We set the Fibonacci extension and we use the targets going forward. But what traders do, they set the shorts, okay, they're set to sell a percentage below these price predictions. That's why you always see a level of resistance just before. So it's looking good. It's looking good, okay, for continuation. But do be careful of these two little wicks here. There is a level of resistance just there, okay. So at the moment, the all-time high is roughly down there. That was our price target, and as you can see, it's very, very close to it, okay. We gave you that price prediction when we were down here. But what I would expect here, if you do come up against this level of resistance, okay, it may hit its head and roll over. And what you want to see is it do something very similar to what it did to this, where it went up, hit resistance, okay, and fell back and bounced off the EMA. Now, Bitcoin is having a go at all-time high at the moment. I'll just show you Bitcoin, okay, because obviously whatever Bitcoin does, the markets follow, okay, and Bitcoin is right now trying to get up. Okay, where is it on this one here? Okay, yeah, this is it, this chart. So right now we've got this outlined in Bitcoin, okay, and as you know, whatever Bitcoin does, the market follows. Right now we're looking at this inverse head and shoulders playing out. You've got a 15% trade upswing on Bitcoin right here. Just broke that key level of resistance just here. You see the inverse head and shoulders pattern just there, okay. That's the all-time high at 61,909 roughly, okay, for Bitcoin. And you can see right now Bitcoin is having a bash at it, and it's just falling shy, because that's what you always see. You always see that sort of sell-off just before these major resistance, just like you're seeing in the Vechain prediction there, off the Fibonacci extension prediction. You always see it at a level of resistance, come back down, bounce off a level of support, which is obviously the previous resistance now acting as support, okay, and then get that bounce and then come back up and have another go at it. It gets like refueling the rocket ships. What's good here for Bitcoin, okay, is this bullish cross just here. I know this is a Vechain video, but I'm just showing you, because whatever Bitcoin does, okay, the rest of the markets follow. So if Bitcoin fails to get and take this high out, okay, which is a level of resistance, right, if it fails to take that high out, you will see it roll over, and sort of hopefully for Bitcoin it can stay above this level of resistance now, which is this resistance, which now should become support. Do you see that? Because on the way up, resistance falls back as support, and if you hold it as support, you're golden. And then this particular trade will look to play out in the future for Bitcoin, but again, it's coming up against the all-time high, so you're going to have a sell wall there, okay, which is going to act as a level of resistance, hence the wick down. But what you have done, you have actually closed above this resistance line now, so that's really, really positive. And you've opened another candle, another 4-hourly candle above this, which was acting as resistance, now as support. So it looks good. It looks good. Do keep an eye on Bitcoin, because whatever Bitcoin does, the market follows. Obviously, Bitcoin rolls over, shits to bed, everything shits to bed. So at the minute, Vechain, going back to Vechain then, on Vet, it's really, really bullish. I'm not going to lie to you. It's having a go. It's coming up to have another go at this, and I think that if it could take that out, great, it'll smash through. But you know what would be the healthy thing here is, because it's gone up exponentially from this retest of this 20 EMA. At the moment, it's sort of gone up off that bottom there. You're talking 31% over a few days, and that's massive. Okay, so you do want it to cool off a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you, just like it did here, go up and hit a level of resistance, rolled over, looks bad, but no, all it's doing is just retesting this yellow line, okay, which is a 20 EMA confirmation, refueling the rocket ships before your next leg up. And like I said to people, if you're not involved in Vechain, don't buy highs, okay, buy lows, buy the retest of these support. You feel better, okay, like when it was going up here and people FOMOing in, buy that retest, and if it holds, brilliant. If it holds, it's gold, because you know what, it can fall through and come back down and start testing lower swing highs and lower levels of support, and even start falling through the 4-hourly EMAs there, you know, and dropping onto the daily. Because look at the daily EMA here, you know, I'm always transparent with you, that's going vertical, okay. You are hitting a level of resistance, and you can see, anyone can see that needs to sort of roll over a little bit and just sort of go sideways and consolidate. So you are probably potentially looking at a bit of a rollover, okay, a rollover, go sideways for a day or so, just cool off, let this yellow line, which is a 20 EMA, catch up, because otherwise you're going to start looking unhealthy, okay, on the daily, and you don't want that, because this is what happens when you go vertical. Look, you start to go vertical, you roll over, and you have a major consolidation event. Look, just here, you're going vertical, you roll over, because you get overbought. You see, you look at your overbought level right now. Okay, you're up there. You're really up there on level. Well, it's not too bad actually. That's not too bad. That's not too bad on the daily. You're looking at 80 on the daily for the rollover, and you're currently 77. So you've got a little bit more room, which would potentially be that high, smashing that high out and closing above it, then rolling over onto it as support. So that could be a good thing. But you do want to see it roll over, okay, like this. When it goes up, just sort of goes up nice, rolls over, goes nice, rolls over, nice, rolls over, you know, and it falls back to the 4 hourly 20 there. Look at that, the 4 hourly 20 EMA. Look. So in this move here, when you went up, just like I said to you, you want to see yourself going up, roll over, back test. And when you get these back tests, these are fantastic entry points, okay, to get involved in Vechain. If you're not involved in it, if it holds especially, okay. So at the minute, not much I can say other than you look really bullish for continuation, but do expect a rollover, and you can see it's hitting a level of resistance right there, right now. But wow, it's mega bullish. Another indication as well, okay, is of a rollover. I'll be truthful with you. You see this yellow line, okay? See this yellow line? You see when this starts to create a big gap, okay? I do, you know, it should measure that sometimes, because you could say, right, from there to there is 11%. Whenever this gets more than 11%, but you know, more than 11% apart, expect a rollover. It's just a really silly little indicator. You know, just there you could see it reached a bit of a peak. So what was that? That was almost 11%. Do you see that? So when you got the 11%, you rolled over. Okay, just that was healthy. That was healthy. You got more than 11% there. So this is something. This you could see that was really overextended. That was, look at that, it's 18%. So when you get that really big gap between EMAs, that's also a very big signal. That was really extended, that 18%, okay. So you can say from that you got that 18%, but what you do, you need to see these healthy rollovers. Just there, that was a bit of a roller as well, because let's have a look. So this particular one here, when you go up like nicely, okay, you want to sort of be going up and not going no more than 6% to come back and retest the EMA. Just there, you start to go a bit overextended. That was a nice little 7%, nice. But then just here, you start to get a little bit overextended just there, and you got up 11%. And look what happens. You roll over. So you've got all these kind of indicators that show you when you're getting extended on certain things, i.e. the EMAs. Look at the history of it. You start to roll over, okay? So, you know, common sense is telling me you're going to hit a peak, you're going to roll over for a little bit, and they're great entry opportunities. A level of consolidation where you allow this 20 EMA to creep up, back test it as support, as it has here, look, back test of support, before reconsolidating, refueling the rocket ships and marching on and get some of these RSI levels reset, because you don't want to see Vechain going vertical. Trust me, you don't, okay? You want it to grow nicely and organically, like this stairway to heaven that we've seen down here, okay? Look at that stairway to heaven, goes up, rolls over, goes up, rolls over. Beautiful, consistently organic growth. You know, that's what you want for Vechain, to take it up to that next level, because that particular growth there, that particular uptrend just there before that level of consolidation, you know, after a level of consolidation just there, you see, when you went up, you actually sort of started the bullish cross just there, and you went up a whopping 125%. So effectively you doubled. You know, if you can sort of get that sort of same consolidation here where you start to go up now really nicely, you know, if we just straight off the bat say this is potentially an EMA retest down there, which is effectively the same as a bullish cross, if not more powerful. You know, you're looking at 125%, did we say? So you're looking at something like that for Vechain in the future, if it can just sort of slow down a little bit, okay, and just cool off and keep creeping up organically, rolling over, testing the CMA, roll over, back test, roll over, back test, roll over, back test. You're looking at that price appreciation up there for Vechain on this next leg up, okay, before it hits a level of consolidation and just sort of goes sideways. So that's 19 cents, okay. So yeah, that's Vechain. I'll keep you updated, obviously, but again, you don't want it to go taking off, okay. That's unhealthy. No one wants that. Nice steady growth. Do take care, have a good Saturday, and I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Bye bye. Oh, and just to add as well, I didn't add where your level of support is. Okay, you can see you've gone up and you can see where you came from. So that's effectively the swing low. So that will become a key level of support. If you was to roll over, I would expect that to hold base, okay. And that currently sits at roughly 0.1249. Okay, and you will see that the EMA creep up there and touch it as well, and that'll look really nice. Okay, if you can get that rollover and that sort of consolidation before taking the next leg up and breaching this high. And then when we do get that little rollover, and we can then target the next impulsive wave up, just like we targeted this impulsive wave to the 0.14 cents there. Okay, so just forgot to add that little bit on there. So again, once again, have a nice day, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.